The dimly lit street corner bustled with the rhythm of a city that never sleeps. A lone figure, face hidden in the shadow of a fedora, paused by a nondescript bench. Their gloved hand, seemingly adjusting a shoelace, subtly deposited a small package behind a loose brick. This clandestine exchange, hidden in plain view, is the essence of a dead drop, a cornerstone of espionage tradecraft.
Dead drops are the invisible threads in the fabric of espionage, facilitating the exchange of information between spies without requiring a direct meeting. These covert operations have been a cornerstone of intelligence work for centuries, allowing agents to pass critical information without ever laying eyes on each other. The art of the dead drop is a delicate dance of timing, precision, and secrecy, ensuring that the message reaches its intended recipient without arousing suspicion.
These clandestine exchanges rely on pre-arranged locations, often unassuming and easily overlooked. A park bench, a place where people sit and relax, unaware of the secret exchanges happening right under their noses. The choice of location is crucial, as it must blend seamlessly into the environment, providing cover for the operatives involved. A hollowed-out book in a library, a seemingly ordinary object that can hide a wealth of secrets. Libraries, with their quiet and studious atmosphere, offer the perfect cover for such exchanges. The hollowed-out book is a classic tool, allowing spies to conceal messages or small items in plain sight, or even a seemingly insignificant scratch on a lamppost. These marks, often unnoticed by the general public, serve as signals or indicators for operatives. A scratch on a lamppost might signify that a dead drop is nearby, or that a message has been left. The use of such subtle signs ensures that only those in the know can decipher their meaning. The message, often disguised in a seemingly innocuous object, is left by one party, the courier, and later retrieved by another, the recipient. This method of communication is both ingenious and risky, requiring careful planning and execution. The objects used for these drops can vary widely, from everyday items like soda cans or chewing gum wrappers to more sophisticated devices designed to blend into their surroundings. This method minimizes the risk of detection, as any direct contact between agents is avoided. By eliminating face-to-face meetings, the chances of being caught or compromised are significantly reduced. The dead drop system is a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of spies, who must constantly adapt and innovate to stay one step ahead of their adversaries. In the world of espionage, where the stakes are incredibly high, the ability to communicate covertly can mean the difference between success and failure, life and death.
The Cold War was a time rife with espionage, and dead drops were an essential tool for both sides. These covert exchanges allowed spies to pass information and items without direct contact, minimizing the risk of exposure. The use of dead drops was a sophisticated method that required careful planning and execution. Spies had to be meticulous in choosing locations and timing to ensure the safety and secrecy of their operations. The stakes were incredibly high, and a single mistake could lead to capture or even death.
One of the most famous examples is the case of Rudolf Abel, a Soviet spy arrested in New York City in 1957. Abel, whose real name was William Genrikhovich Fischer, operated under the alias of Rudolf Abel. His arrest was a significant event in the history of Cold War espionage. Abel was a master of his craft, using various techniques to avoid detection. His capture was a result of a betrayal by a fellow Soviet spy, Reino Heinonen, who defected to the United States and provided crucial information to the FBI. Abel received messages and money from Moscow through a variety of dead drops, including one particularly ingenious method, a hollowed-out nickel. This nickel was no ordinary coin. It was a marvel of spycraft engineering. The hollowed-out space inside the nickel was used to conceal microfilm, which contained coded messages. These messages were vital for the coordination of espionage activities and the transfer of sensitive information. The use of such innovative methods highlights the lengths to which spies would go to maintain secrecy and avoid detection. This seemingly ordinary coin contained microfilm with coded messages, highlighting the creativity and ingenuity involved in spycraft. The microfilm was so small that it could only be read with a microscope, making it an ideal medium for transmitting secret information. The process of encoding and decoding these messages required specialized knowledge and skills. Spies had to be well trained in these techniques to ensure that the information remained secure. The story of Rudolf Abel and his hollowed-out nickel is just one example of the many ingenious methods used during the Cold War to conduct espionage and gather intelligence.
While seemingly simple, dead drops are fraught with risks. The location must be carefully chosen to avoid suspicion, and any deviation from the plan, a change in routine, an unexpected presence, could signal compromise.
Furthermore, the risk of surveillance is ever present, with counterintelligence agencies constantly on the lookout for such activities. A successful dead drop relies on meticulous planning, unwavering discipline, and a healthy dose of luck.
In our increasingly interconnected world, the methods of espionage have evolved alongside technology.
While dead drops remain relevant in certain contexts, the digital age has ushered in new methods of secure communication, invisible to the naked eye and capable of transmitting vast amounts of information in an instant.
One of the oldest and most secure forms of encryption is the one-time pad.
This method uses a pre-shared, randomly generated key that is as long as the message itself. Each character of the message is then combined with the corresponding character of the key to create a ciphertext.
Since the key is random and used only once, the resulting ciphertext is theoretically impossible to break without access to the key itself.
Encrypted whispers, secure apps and beyond. Today, spies and whistleblowers alike utilize the power of encryption to communicate securely.
Encrypted messaging apps, utilizing end-to-end encryption, ensure that only the sender and intended recipient can read the messages. These apps, with names like Signal and Telegram, have become synonymous with secure communication, offering a level of privacy and anonymity previously unimaginable. Steganography, hiding in plain sight. Steganography takes the art of concealment one step further, hiding messages within seemingly ordinary files like images, audio files, or even digital documents. The message, embedded within the digital noise of the carrier file, becomes invisible to the untrained eye. Only with the correct decryption key can the hidden message be revealed.
From microdots to malware, the evolution of spycraft. Spycraft has always been a fascinating and ever-evolving field, adapting to the changing landscapes of technology and global politics. The tools of espionage have undergone a dramatic transformation over the years. In the early days, spies relied on simple yet ingenious devices like microdots, which allowed them to hide entire documents in a single tiny dot. These microdots could be hidden in plain sight, making them nearly impossible to detect.
From the Cold War era of miniature cameras and listening devices disguised as everyday objects, espionage took on a new level of sophistication. Miniature cameras were hidden in pens, buttons, and even cigarette lighters, allowing spies to capture crucial information without arousing suspicion. Listening devices were cleverly disguised as everyday objects, making it easier for spies to gather intelligence without being detected. To the modern world of sophisticated malware and cyber espionage, the landscape of spycraft has shifted dramatically. Today, cyber espionage tools can infiltrate computer systems, extract sensitive data, and even disrupt critical infrastructure. Hackers use advanced coding techniques to create malware that can operate undetected for long periods, making it a powerful tool in the modern spy's arsenal. The methods have become more complex, reflecting the technological advancements of our time. Modern surveillance equipment includes high-resolution cameras, drones, and satellite imagery, providing spies with unprecedented access to information. Advanced spy gadgets now incorporate cutting-edge technology, such as biometric scanners and AI-driven analysis tools, making espionage more efficient and effective than ever before. What hasn't changed, however, is the need for secrecy. Spies still operate in the shadows, conducting covert operations and secretive meetings to exchange information. The cloak and dagger nature of espionage remains a constant, as the stakes are often incredibly high. For methods of communication that can evade detection, spies now rely on encrypted communication devices and anonymous messaging apps. These tools ensure that their conversations remain private and secure, preventing adversaries from intercepting their messages. Secure communication methods are essential in maintaining the integrity of their operations and ensure that sensitive information remains in the right hands. Encrypted data transfer and secure document handling are critical components of modern spycraft. Spies must be meticulous in their efforts to protect the information they gather, as a single breach could have devastating consequences. The evolution of spycraft is a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of those who operate in this shadowy world, constantly finding new ways to outsmart their adversaries and stay one step ahead.
The enduring legacy of secret communication. Dead drops and secure communication methods, despite their evolution over time, remain essential tools in the world of espionage.
They represent the constant need for secrecy, for methods of communication that can evade even the most sophisticated surveillance. As technology continues to evolve, we can only imagine the ingenious methods of secret communication that will emerge hidden in plain sight, whispering secrets in the digital shadows.